Let's talk about carbs.
Okay.
I love carbs.
Yeah.
If you put a bag of potato chips or a chocolate cake in front of me, I would take the potato chips any day.
Yeah.
So sometimes I have friends who are like, I just can't cut my carbs. If you're going to have a day where you eat carbs, let's say potatoes or rice or something like that,
Yeah, starch.
What's the best time of day to eat it? Morning or night or after a workout? What do you think?
So there's so many different techniques, but I always tell my clients, you can have carbs. Carbs are a source of energy. You don't need them, but you want to fuel your liver and your muscles. So let's say you did have potatoes, right? You eat that, you're breaking it down via mastication or chewing, and then enzymes and hydrochloric acid break it down further, and then it ends up in your bloodstream. So as blood sugar, right?
Right.
Well, where does that store? Insulin helps store it in your liver and your muscles. So if you're working out, if you work out, let's say mid-afternoon and go home and decide to have a starch, you're actually just refilling or carbo loading your own liver and your muscles. So that's a great time to have a starch, would be after a workout. Okay. If you're not going to work out, I would say lunch would probably be my preference for clients. Allow them to wake up in the morning, stay energized, not have a spike and crash, and then but have their carbs before it's dark out, like a little earlier in the day to rebalance out before going to bed, like with elevated blood sugar. I never want my clients going to bed with elevated blood sugar. I want them to really use or store the sugar that they eat or the starch that they eat in their gas tanks.
Yes.
Right? Gas
okay,
tanks
so
that
I
live in the
can
muscle.
have my carbs in moderation. Well, I'm talking starchy white carbs. Obviously, carbs in the form of vegetables, green vegetables.
That's not
all
what
day,
we're
every day.
talking
Yes.
about. No, yeah, we're talking about those starchy carbs like grains, potatoes, pastas, breads, things of that nature. Any acellular carbohydrates are all the carbohydrates made of flour, which I talk a lot about in my new book. It's called the Not So Fab 4, because it's not what I'm looking for on your plate, but like here are all the ways I'd like for you to enjoy, indulge, or just add these things to your life and your plate without having aggressive spikes in blood sugar and crazy crashes.